Salams and welcome. Today we'll share with you the love between Dr. Naledi Pandor and her wonderful daughter. And it's always so nice to see the love between a mother and a child. So here in today's episode, in part two of honoring and thanking Dr. Naledi Pandor, let's see what her beautiful daughter has to say. And why I love this, because her daughter is a medical doctor, so I'm a medical doctor, and she's a doctor as well. So let's see what Dr. Aisha Pandor has to say about her mother and what the difficulty she had growing up, because her mother was part of the struggle for, I'm sure, for as long as Dr. Aisha can remember. So let's see in the words of this beautiful young child. I'm saying young child, but she's a qualified medical doctor. So let's see what Dr. Aisha Pandor has to say about her mother. And it always gives us wonderful insight between a wonderful relationship between mother and daughter. So join me and let's share. Let's see what to say. The adoration and love of a daughter. Dr. Naledi Pandor's daughter, Dr. Aisha Pandor, took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to also honor her mother. She shared that her mother has been a member of the ANC and an activist for as long as she can remember. Imagine what this child is going through, all right? She's giving us an insight of how she grew up in the days of the struggle. Today, everything looks nice, but we need to understand and remember that when someone is as a stalwart as Dr. Naledi Pandor, then the entire family is part of the struggle. Everyone is part of the struggle, not only that person. Similarly, as a medical doctor, when I always mention to my patients, when a disability comes into your house or a cancer comes into your house, then not only the patient is affected, but the entire family is affected by that illness. So in the same way, if part of the struggle, Dr. Aisha and other family members are also part of the struggle, and we need to honor all of them. So we need to also say thank you, not only to Dr. Naledi Pandor. First and foremost, we say thank you to her. So thank you to Dr. Naledi Pandor, but thank you to Dr. Aisha and to the family of Dr. Naledi Pandor as well for your support and for your kindness, so that we have this wonderful human being with us. So, Dr. Aisha Pandor took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to also honor her mother. She shared that her mother has also been a member of the ANC and an activist for as long as she can remember. Dr. Aisha said, "I share a birthday with the ANC, and for most of my life, I proudly spent January 8th with other family or friends while my parents served the party." Imagine. Wow, look at that. Very touching, very touching. "Since I was almost 9 years old, my mother has served as a member of South Africa's democratic government. During those 3 decades, she has led with dedication, integrity, intelligence, wisdom, a love for her country, and a focus on principles, those held high by her religion, by her upbringing, by her country, and by her party." Wow, what fabulous words from Dr. Aisha Pandor to recognize and honor her mother. Wow, what a beautiful bond between mother and daughter. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always continue with this love and this muhabbat in this bond between mother and daughter. What a fabulous relationship. What a fabulous relationship. Dr. Aisha mentioned that she admired her mother and was excited about the next phase of her life. And this is what she has got to say. This is what Dr. Aisha said. Yesterday, excuse me, whatever flu, winter. Yesterday, I told her countless times how much I love her. Wow, I just got to smile when I hear people to see this beautiful relationship. So Dr. Aisha is telling Dr. Naledi Pandor, yesterday I told her countless times how much I love her, how much she inspires me, and how proud I am of her. By far, she's the most hardworking person I've ever met. I hope she finally takes a bit of well-deserved time for us. And that's what we also wish as well. So Dr. Naledi Pandor, take some time off, but please don't go away far, because I've got 2 suggestions for Dr. Naledi Pandor. I would like to see her as the next president of South Africa. That's my first request. Next president, Dr. Naledi Pandor. So take a bit of a rest. But in the meanwhile, I would like to suggest, I would like you to share your knowledge and wisdom with South Africa and the whole world, and especially with the upcoming youth who are growing up, who would like to see a visionary, a leadership, a servant leadership, a hardworking person. So similarly, when we have, I'm very impressed by the Thabo Mbeki African School of the Institute at UNISA, and we can learn a lot. And I'm always fascinated when I attend these lectures. Mr. Thabo Mbeki is an intellectual, a very intelligent person, and the students that attend his seminars, they are always fascinated and they ask very deep questions. So in the same way that we have a Thabo Mbeki School of Leadership, we should have a similar one, a Dr. Naledi Pandor School of Leadership. In the same way that in America we have the previous presidents, we have the Barack Obama School of Leadership, we have the Bill Clinton School of Leadership, we have the Jimmy Carter School of Leadership. So my second request is that, and with permission from Dr. Aisha, so Dr. Aisha, please, I would like to ask Dr. Aisha's permission that, you know what, I don't want your mother just to relax now. We still need her knowledge, but it'll only be one lecture a week. You know, maybe it's Stellenbosch University or Wits University or Pretoria University can open up a school of leadership, the Dr. Naledi Pandor School of Leadership. And in the same vein, I would like to encourage our other leaders, because our other leaders, when they resign or when other people take over the role, you know, when they take over the baton, I would like to suggest we have different schools of leadership, because we've got so many we've got the Gen Z. We need to share knowledge, and I'm passionate about sharing knowledge. That's why my board always says that please help me share knowledge, because it is only by sharing knowledge that we're going to bring South Africa into a first world nation. So I would like to suggest that we have 3 different schools of institutes. We already have the Thabo Mbeki African Leadership Institute. I would like to suggest we have the Dr. Naledi Pandor School of Institute. Then we have the Dr. Cyril Ramaphosa School of Institute, and we have the Helen Ziller School of Institute. I think these 3 people have got a lot of wisdom, and there are many others. And we need to nominate who are the people, who are the thinkers and leaders in our country. And we need to have these various schools of leadership in the same way that we have the Thabo Mbeki School of Leadership. So, Dr. Naledi Pandor, thank you for your sterling service to South Africa and for the people, but your job is not done. So my apologies to Dr. Aisha, and my request humbly, Dr. Aisha, as a fellow colleague from doctor to doctor, I am asking Dr. Aisha, please let your mother continue with her knowledge. And thank you to Dr. Aisha, and thank you to Dr. Naledi Pandor. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.